Before you make the decision to contract with Lincoln, you're definitely going to want to watch this video first. And I'm going to start by saying, look, there's nothing wrong with working with a company like Lincoln Heritage or even Senior Life. However, there are a few things about both of these companies that you should know up front that you probably don't already know up front. First, how about giving the video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new? We're putting out true final expense sales training videos and content like every week. And if you stick around until the end of this video, I'm going to show you how to get a copy of a telesales presentation script that, like, in the right hands is insanely effective. Let's talk about vesting. Did you know that you'll need to be with Lincoln for 2 full years before you're fully vested? First day vesting is very important in our industry. And vesting is actually when the clients that you sell become yours, and it's when the back-end money and renewals from your sales cannot be taken from you. Now, let me give you an example. Joe Agent sells his final expense insurance through Lincoln Heritage for, like, well, let's say a year. He realizes, or he comes to believe, that the grass is looking greener if he becomes an independent agent and starts selling other final expense products like, I don't know, the American Amicable product or the Prosperity New Vista. He likes the idea of contracting through someone like Douglas Massey because he heard that he'll be able to get a higher commission level, than what he has with Lincoln. Not only that, but he realizes that both the graded and modified options for that Prosperity New Vista product pays the same commission as the level, which with us it's 110% from the start. And they don't cut the commission when your client has a Direct Express card either. Pretty interesting, right? You see, whenever you write like a graded or a modified, policy with Lincoln, they're going to cut your commission just like all the other carriers. So nothing special about there. Matter of fact, I will say the one thing. I don't think that Lincoln actually starts their agents at 100% first-year commissions on their level product. Now, my experience 10 years ago, when I went to it was my local Lincoln Heritage recruiter and showed her that I was already a life insurance top producer, but wanted to get into final expense sales, she offered me a whopping 55% first-year commission. I remember feeling insulted. Anyway, no big deal, right? But let's get back to Joe Agent and his vesting. He decided to leave Lincoln after his first year, and you know what they did? Well, since he wasn't vested, they took all of his back-end money and his renewal money. It was gone. So just think about this. If they're keeping the rest of the money for the sales he made, are those sales actually his clients, or are they their clients now? Not good. Not only that, but since face-to-face final expense sales has gotten super competitive over the past few years, and with the cost of the direct mail leads just like going through the roof, the chances of you even succeeding at face-to-face sales is not very good. Look, guys, most of my final expense agents are either selling Medicare Advantage to their current book of business, or selling both final expense and Medicare Advantage, or they're using our final expense telesales platform so that they can get like 30 preset calendar appointments every single day. That's the facts, Jack. Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at what John Peters did back in May, his second month ever selling final expense over the phone. I mean, this is kind of crazy, right? You can see his week-to-week sales numbers and see that his lead cost, and also you can check out the number of applications he wrote. And at the far right, notice how you can see his weekly annualized sold premium. You do realize that most agents will never have a month like this where they actually write over $42,000 of annualized premium like John did. And yet with our platform, we do have multiple producers just crushing it with our Facebook calendar appointments. I mean, this is crazy. Total final expense annihilation. Okay, enough of the boasting. Since Lincoln Heritage is primarily, I want to say, a face-to-face company, if you want to avoid all the driving back and forth and all the door knocking and all the going into bad neighborhoods, which means putting yourself in potential danger, you'll need to sell final expense over the phone, period. And that's where companies like mine and Senior Life comes in. Senior Life Insurance Company of Georgia is primarily selling final expense insurance over the phone. Therefore, I actually consider them to be more of a final expense telesales company than a face-to-face carrier. Yes, they sell face-to-face too, but I really think that they're better with their telesales platform than their belly-to-belly system. Their product is a little on the expensive side, but their TV leads telesales platform can make up for it. Not only that, but the one thing that I do like about the company, Senior Life, is that the contracted insurance agents are actually vested on the very first day. So if you leave them or decide to stop selling the product, you can still keep all your renewals and all your back-end money, which is really how it's supposed to be, right? But let's not kid ourselves. Over the years, both Lincoln Heritage and Senior Life Insurance Company have been very, very good to me. Just not in the way that you might think. When you compare the prices of both Lincoln and Senior Life's final expense product to like most of the other final expense companies in our industry, Lincoln and Senior Life are both on the more expensive side of the market. They really are. As an independent insurance agent, when you compare apples to apples, man, I can usually beat their prices like 90% of the time. So yes, my agents are replacing most of the Senior Life and Lincoln Heritage policies that we run into. Well, definitely most of the ones that were at least sold within like the past 2 years, which is why I say that both companies have been very, very good to me. I mean, replacing more expensive insurance policies is pretty easy when the policy in question is more on the expensive side, while the policies and carriers that you are selling tend to be of the most affordable and competitive final expense life insurance products in the industry. And here's something else to think about. Since neither company is known for paying out very high commissions to the insurance agents, let's just say that it's pretty easy to recruit most agents that have experienced working with either Lincoln or Senior Life. And this is another reason why I say that both Lincoln Heritage and Senior Life have been very, very, very good to me. They love recruiting unlicensed agents, and a lot of them too. I mean, those guys and gals are all over the place. I mean, they're everywhere. And if you like the grass to be greener, well, for a copy of the final expense telesales presentation script that I mentioned earlier in the video, just email me at doug@ufesonline.com. For more information on selling final expense life insurance products or Medicare Advantage through our unique top producing agent platforms, just shoot me an email at that same address. Remember guys, when you put the needs of your clients first, everything else will usually fall right into place. Now get out there or get on that phone, dog, and do something good for somebody today. Happy hunting.